Welcome back, folks. This is Shane. You are listening to this Kiesel custom electric guitar played in the context of a live mix. That's right, I got to play live for the first time in about 8 months. We've had one of the world's longest lockdowns here in Melbourne, Australia. It has been awful not being able to go places and do things that you enjoy. As it is for most places around the world, it sucks big time, right? So getting out and playing live is something that I always like to showcase on the channel because it's great to hear not only how the stuff sounds at home, but how it sounds if you're a gigging musician. I think that's really important, or if you just go to the jam nights and so forth. So in today's video, I'm going to show you just how great this guitar sounds, and then we're going to talk a little bit about it as well. Actually, I might just talk a little bit about some of the stuff I really liked about it and some of the stuff that really surprised me. So first up, these pickups are awesome. So if you're unfamiliar with this guitar and you missed my review, I'll link it up in the cards and you can take a look. These are the Johnny Hiland pickups, which are fantastic. One of the great things about it is, unlike a typical Strat setup, you can also get bridge and middle pickup combination together like a Telecaster. So second position is those two, third position is just middle on its own, then you get the Strat in between, and then you get the bridge. I like neck on this almost more than I do on any of my other guitars. It sounds fantastic. I also took my Strat out for a play as well, which was awesome. So I'll save that for a second video coming up, but in today's video, we're just going to talk a little bit about this. I really feel like this surprised me more than any of my guitars. I love having the 24 frets. That's awesome. The stainless steel frets feel great. So let me give you a quick rundown of my gear in this video. I'm using the Fender Blues Deluxe reissue amplifier with an Eminent Swamp Thing speaker. I'm using the Royal Flush Dual Overdrive from VS Audio. I've got a Greenchild volume boost on my pedal board as well. I'm not sure if I use that in this clip, but it's there on the board, and I'm using the Jux delay as well. So that's pretty much the rig. It's nice and simple, and I think this sounded pretty great. The amps aren't mic'd up. What you're hearing is just straight out of this camera. So let's take a listen. Straight down. As one thing I should point out as well, when I got this guitar, the bass plate was a little bit loose, and I noticed I was getting some microphonic sort of noise coming out of it, and it progressively got worse, and I took the pickup out and it was clearly faulty. So something to do with shipping there. I had that replaced, which is why you haven't seen this on the channel much lately, but I've replaced that pickup, and man, oh man, this thing rocks. This could easily be one of my favorite guitars. Now, Kiesel, if you're unfamiliar with their brand, is an American-made guitar. This is a custom shop electric, and generally most people know of Kiesel for, you know, if you're a fan of metal guitar, you probably would have heard of Kiesel, but they're branching out and doing some different things, and this is a little bit of a hybrid of that of the Johnny Hiland electric guitar. It's got that tally shape, tally type of pickup, Strat pickups visually, but that tally type of wiring, and it's got the brass base plate on the bridge pickup, so you get a lot of stuff that's a little bit different. So there's a couple of other things I should point out about this electric guitar that I love. The tremolo arm actually works and the guitar stays in tune. The locking tuners are fantastic. I had no issues with tuning stability or anything like that. And it just felt really familiar to play. In many ways, this is like, it's a very different guitar, but I love my PRS SE Custom 24 as a live instrument. The 24 frets, it's light, it's got all the stuff that I really love. This is kind of along the same lines in just in straight up playability. I can get onto this guitar and play, and these pickups have a lot of cut in the room without ever sounding shrill. It's got that real premium type of pickup tone that is coming out of the single coils here, which I don't hear in a lot of instruments. Now, in comparison to a Fender Stratocaster, this is actually slightly less of a thick sound, and that might sort of make you assume that it's going to sound a little bit too bright or a little bit too nasty, but it doesn't at all, as you heard. It sounds great. So overall, it's just a nice, clear sounding electric guitar. It's got a lot of airiness around the pickup sound, which is a bit of a cork sniffer term, but it's hard to explain tone. It really is. That's the best way I can explain it. But it felt great in the room. It felt great to play. And the feedback I got on it, other than one of my friends said, hey, it looks a bit like a metal guitar, which I don't think it does. Maybe it's the headstock, but yeah, it could be the color scheme I went for on this. I love it. I think it looks great. It got a lot of positive reception. I also love the fact that it only has the one volume control and one tone control, and that is it. So for me, simplicity is key. It's nice and light. It sounds great. I could easily see this becoming my go-to live instrument for quite some time. Now, I'm not paid to promote anything on this channel. I don't take payment from guitar companies. Kiesel did send this out, and I covered that in the video and the disclaimer. But, you know, if I don't like something, I don't keep it, or I move it on, or I get things adjusted. But this, as it is, straight from them to me, has been fantastic. And once I fixed that bridge base plate on the bridge pickup, it's just been fantastic. So, yeah, it's pretty rare that the base plates are a little bit on the funky side. So I was... yeah, it wasn't a hard fix. But overall, man, the neck feels great. It's got this beautiful roasted maple neck with a satin finish. And overall, tone-wise and just feel-wise, that's kind of the most important thing to me. I'm kind of getting away from specs so much. I'm just playing instruments that feel great in the hand, and I urge you to probably do the same. I think over the years, I've been probably too close-minded to a lot of other instruments, but now that I can get out there and play live again, I'm gonna try all the guitars and stuff and gear that you haven't seen played live coming up on the channel. So if you're not subscribed, please do so. Live clips are the ultimate test. It will either do well or it will completely fail. So I'm going to share that experience with you coming up as long as we can continue to play live. So thanks again. Catch you soon. See ya. Up to D, up to D. Big hand for the guys. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah.